You probably know Napoleon Hill from his masterpiece, Think and Grow Rich,
That's
right?
too sure.
But did you know
Yeah.
he actually wrote another book
Mm.
back in 1938?
Okay.
It wasn't actually published until
Oh.
2011.
Interesting.
It's called Outwitting the Devil, and that's what we're diving deep on today.
Okay.
And we're using this awesome summary.
Excellent. Yeah, I've seen that one. It's very thorough.
Yeah, it's a good one. And what's fascinating to me is that Hill was writing this during the Great Depression.
Wow. Yeah, talk about a time of hardship and uncertainty.
For sure. But even then, his ideas about overcoming your personal obstacles and achieving your goals,
Yeah.
they still feel super relevant today.
It's timeless wisdom, really. You know, what I find so compelling about Outwitting the Devil
Yeah.
is how Hill uses this fictional dialogue with the devil himself
Right.
to kind of expose the ways that fear and negativity can really sabotage us.
It's a really interesting approach.
It is.
Yeah.
And I think what makes it so effective
Yeah.
is, like, pinpoints our deepest anxieties in a way.
I know. Right out of the gate, he just drops this bombshell. He says 98% of people are controlled by fear.
98%. That's a bold statement.
I know. It makes you think, right? Does that resonate with you at all?
Well, I mean, who isn't afraid of something, right?
Yeah.
We all have fears.
Do you ever feel held back by fear?
Oh, absolutely. I think we all do in different ways.
Totally.
Hill's point is that fear, any kind of fear, really,
Okay.
whether it's fear of failure, fear of judgment,
Mhm.
or even fear of success, it can become this habitual pattern, this hypnotic rhythm
Hypnotic rhythm? Yeah.
that keeps us, like, stuck.
It's a good way to put it.
You know, it's like we get caught in this loop of self-sabotaging behavior.
I've definitely been there.
Have you ever had that experience where you're, like, procrastinating on a project
All the time.
because deep down you're just terrified of not measuring up?
Oh, yeah.
That's fear dictating your actions right there.
Totally.
And Hill contrasts this with
Mm.
actively shaping our destiny.
Mm.
He says when we're ruled by fear, we're just drifting through life
Just drifting.
instead of taking charge and making conscious choices.
Yeah.
We let fear kind of make those choices for us.
Right. Like we're on autopilot or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But thankfully, Hill also gives us this powerful antidote, and he calls it inner intelligence.
Inner intelligence. Okay.
Imagine this wellspring of self-belief, creativity, and resilience within you. That's inner intelligence.
It's like this untapped potential we all have, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not some mystical force or anything.
Right.
It's about tapping into this positive potential that we all possess.
Yeah.
He'll believe that fear is what blocks us from accessing that power.
So how do we break through that fear? How do we tap into that inner intelligence?
Well, the interesting thing is, Hill himself had to overcome fear to unleash his own inner intelligence.
Oh, tell me about that. What was that aha moment he had?
He talks about this time when he was struggling to write, like just feeling totally stuck.
Writer's block. Ugh, I hate that.
The worst.
Yeah.
So he decides to take a walk in nature just to clear his head,
Makes sense.
get some fresh air. And during that walk, it just hits him.
Yeah.
His fear of failure was paralyzing him.
Wow.
It was like a light bulb went off.
So simple, but so profound, right?
Exactly. He realized that belief in himself
Mm-hmm.
was the key to unlocking his writing potential.
And look what he accomplished.
Exactly. He went on to pioneer the self-help genre.
He's like the godfather of self-help.
He really is. And it's proof that inner intelligence isn't just some theory, it's a source of real power.
Have you ever had a similar aha moment that changed your outlook?
I think we all have those moments
Yeah.
where something just clicks
Yeah,
and it shifts your whole perspective.
for sure.
But here's the thing about inner intelligence.
Yeah.
Hill argues that it works best when it's paired with specific, personally meaningful goals.
Okay, so it's not enough to just have this positive mindset. You need to have a direction, a purpose.
Exactly. He believed that vague aspirations, like being happy
Right.
or being successful, those are too broad to be truly effective.
Yeah, it's like trying to hit a target that's constantly moving.
Exactly.
You need that clear bullseye.
You need focus.
So how do we find that focus? How do we define those specific, meaningful goals?
Well, Hill emphasizes that we all have a unique purpose in life, But it's up to each of us to define what that purpose is.
That's where the real journey begins.
Exactly.
Figuring out what truly resonates with you
Yeah.
and then shaping your goals around that purpose.
And, it's amazing to think, like, Hill was writing all of this during the Great Depression.
Oh, totally.
To illustrate this point, he uses the example of Henry Ford,
Henry Ford, yeah.
who achieved incredible success during that time.
It's mind-blowing when you think about it.
It is.
Here's a guy, right, facing economic collapse, fierce competition. I mean, you name it.
Yeah.
And Ford, he not only survives, but he thrives.
He revolutionized the auto industry
He did.
with his determination
Mm.
and his positive outlook.
His mindset was incredible.
It really shows you how our circumstances don't define us.
Right.
It's our attitude and our actions that shape our destiny.
Think about Ford's assembly line, for example.
Yeah.
That made cars affordable for the average person.
Game changer.
Totally changed the game.
And that's the power of having a clear purpose
Huh.
and the belief to see it through.
It's inspiring, right?
It is.
Like, he refused to let those circumstances dictate his path.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Hill argues that Ford's success was a direct result of his choices.
His choices, okay.
He chose to focus on what he could control,
Okay.
like his work ethic, his innovation, his mindset. And that made all the difference. Right.
That's so powerful. And it brings up a really important point. The choices we make every day.
Every single day.
Yeah. Are we making choices that align with our goals and
Mhm.
feed our inner intelligence?
Right.
Or are we letting fear drive us?
It's keeping us stuck in that hypnotic rhythm.
That hypnotic rhythm.
Yeah.
It's tough to break free.
It is. Hill actually uses a simple but powerful analogy
Okay.
to illustrate the impact of our choices. Our eating habits.
Our eating habits.
It's not about being perfect all the time.
Right.
Right. It's about making those conscious choices that move us toward a healthier lifestyle.
I like that.
We might not see the impact of choosing a salad over a burger immediately,
Yeah.
but over time, those small choices really add up.
They do. It's like compound interest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's the same with our thoughts, our actions, the company we keep.
Oh, the company we keep, yeah.
Each choice, whether it's big or small, is either moving us closer to our goals
Mm-hmm.
or further away.
What do you think about that? The company we keep.
It's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the most overlooked factors in success, I think.
I think so too.
It's challenging, though,
Yeah.
right? Because it forces us to really examine our social circles.
To really look at those relationships.
Yeah. Are the people we spend the most time with,
Mm-hmm.
are they, like, lifting us up,
Yeah.
or are they holding us back?
That's a tough question to ask.
It is. Do they support our growth,
Uh-huh.
or are they kind of fueling that negativity and self-doubt?
It's about the energy, right?
Yeah. Being mindful of the energy we allow into our lives.
It's so true. The energy of those around us can have a huge impact.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that saying, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with.
Right.
If you're constantly surrounded by negativity,
Yeah.
it's so much harder to stay focused on your goals and maintain that positive mindset.
Absolutely. And, it's not about blaming others or anything like that.
Right.
It's about taking responsibility for cultivating a supportive and inspiring environment for ourselves.
Yeah, being proactive about who we surround ourselves with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hill encourages us to seek out relationships that encourage us to grow
Mm.
and challenge us to become the best versions of ourselves.
Okay, so we've talked about fear, we've talked about choices. Now let's talk about something many people try to avoid. Failure.
Failure.
Yeah. But Hill doesn't shy away from it. In fact, he embraces it.
He does.
He argues that failure is an essential part of the journey to success.
Failure is not the opposite of success.
Right.
It's part of it.
It's like he views failure as this necessary ingredient.
Yeah. I love that
Yeah.
perspective.
Have you ever thought about it that way?
Well, what's fascinating is how Hill reframes failure as a learning opportunity,
Okay.
not a setback.
Uh-huh.
Think about Thomas Edison, right?
Thomas Edison, yeah.
Thousands of attempts to invent the light bulb.
Yeah. Persistence.
He famously said, "I haven't failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work."
That's such a good quote.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good.
That's a powerful mindset.
It is. And it's something we can all learn from,
Instead of giving up, he saw each failure as a step closer to finding the solution.
Exactly.
And Hill suggests that we not only learn from our own failures, but we study the failures of others as well.
Turn someone else's lemon into lemonade.
That's a great way to put it. But even with that perspective, right, it can still be tough to bounce back from those setbacks.
It can. We're all human.
We are. We all experience those moments of self-doubt.
For sure.
So what are some practical ways that we can cultivate that resilience and overcome those moments of self-doubt?
Well, Hill believed it's about developing that mental toughness, that inner strength that allows us to keep going even when things get tough.
Like building that mental muscle.
Exactly. And sometimes, it's about finding inspiration in the stories of others. People who have overcome incredible odds.
People like Julie Crone.
Julie Crone, the first woman to win a major horse racing title.
Her story is amazing.
It's incredible.
Talk about facing adversity.
Yeah. I mean, she faced constant rejection, gender discrimination, and even a near-fatal accident.
Oh, wow.
That left her with multiple broken bones.
Wow, that's tough.
But she never gave up on her dream.
She didn't.
She lived by the motto, keep showing up.
Love that.
And she did, year after year, honing her skills, proving those doubters wrong.
And she achieved something truly remarkable.
She broke through those barriers.
Her story highlights that success is often a marathon, not a sprint.
For sure.
It's about focusing on those goals, believing in yourself, and not letting those setbacks define you.
And it's about outwitting the devil.
Right, those inner voices that tell us we're not good enough, not strong enough, not worthy enough.
Exactly.
It's empowering to know that we have a choice. We can let fear control us, or we can tap into that inner intelligence.
Choose to create a life that's aligned with our purpose.
So powerful.
It is. It's not about achieving some perfect existence where fear and failure cease to exist. Because life is messy.
It is
and challenging.
Life is full of obstacles.
Obstacles are inevitable.
So it's more about developing those skills, that mindset, to navigate those challenges effectively.
It's about learning to dance with the devil instead of letting him lead.
I love that analogy. So here we are in the 21st century, facing our own unique set of challenges and distractions, right? What are some key takeaways from Outwitting the Devil that we can apply to our modern lives?
Well, one of the most important takeaways for me is this idea that we have the power to choose our thoughts, our actions, and ultimately our destiny.
But with that power comes a lot of responsibility, right?
It does.
We have to be very intentional about those choices. The company we keep, the stories we tell ourselves.
Absolutely.
It's like an ongoing process, right?
It is.
Of recognizing and outwitting those devils. Those inner voices that are always trying to hold us back.
Always lurking.
Thinking back to when Outwitting the Devil was written. It's amazing to me that Hill had the courage to share these ideas during such a tough time.
It really is.
What do you think he'd say about the world today?
Oh, I don't know.
With all the resources and the technology that we have at our fingertips.
Right. It makes you wonder what we're truly capable of.
I know. It's kind of mind-blowing.
It is.
But it's also really exciting.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it's a powerful reminder that even in the midst of all the chaos and the uncertainty in the world, we can still choose hope. We can choose action. We can create a better future for ourselves and for the world around us. I love that. And what I appreciate about Hill's work is that he gives us this blueprint, right? For building a life of purpose and resilience and success.
And the best part is, it's not some complicated formula or secret hack or anything.
No, it's not. It's actually really simple.
It's about these powerful principles that anyone can apply to their lives.
So as we wrap up our deep dive on Outwitting the Devil, I think the key takeaway for me is this. We all have this potential for greatness within us.
We do.
But we have to be willing to do the work.
We got to put in the effort.
Face those fears, challenge those limiting beliefs, and make choices that are aligned with our true purpose.
And remember, You're not alone on this journey.
You're not.
Hill's work and countless other resources out there offer guidance and support and inspiration along the way.
So if Napoleon Hill could offer these groundbreaking insights back during the Great Depression, imagine what you can accomplish today, right?
Absolutely.
What devils are you ready to outwit?
Good question.
What steps can you take to tap into your own inner intelligence? And create the life that you truly desire?
It's time to stop drifting and start shaping your own destiny.
Love it. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into Outwitting the Devil.
My pleasure.
We hope you found it insightful and empowering. And if you want to learn more, we highly encourage you to check out the full audiobook or that summary on the Quick Read YouTube channel.
It's a good one.
It is, Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep outwitting those devils.